The idea actually came about rather suddenly. It was not pre-planned. I known Sir Mr. Ratan Tata for the last 3 decades or so. I met him sometime in 1995 in New Delhi when he had come to meet the industry minister, whose private secretary I was. At that time, as you know, it was license Raj regulations. And there were many industrialists came to see me, and I thought he would be just another industrialist. Until he walked into my room. And as soon as he walked into the room, it looked as if a Greek god had walked into my presence. And it overawed me. He did not have the visage of a normal industrialist. He walked in, we spent some time. It was a very interesting conversation, and what struck me was his humility, the way he spoke, and the way he behaved. He made you feel important, and that's Ratan. He has this very subtle way of saying, you are important, and I'm only talking to you. This normally does not happen with people who are high achievers. That's how wonderful a personality he was. And my son, who was in the foreign service, he kept on asking me, Dad, I want to see Mr. Ratan Tata. I said, you just can't go and see him. He kept on pestering me. I mustered the courage to pick up the phone and speak to Mr. Tata. And he says, if you're free, why don't you come home for dinner? And my son was in cloud 9. So the evening we went to his house. And can you imagine? The towering personality spent almost 3 hours with my son and telling him about his life story, snapshots of his most exciting life. After about 3 hours of conversation, I said, my God, this is something the world should know, because his story would be an inspiration for youngsters and for generations to come. Because of my earnestness to tell his story to the world, I asked him, sir, don't you think you should be doing your autobiography? Immediately he turned on and said, no, I am not going to do my autobiography. If you want to write, you write something like a biography of mine. It was music to my ears. I couldn't believe that I heard what I just heard. It was resonating in my mind. It was echoing in my mind. I had half a mind to ask him once again, did I hear right? But I said, I won't let that opportunity go. So this began a journey of unraveling the complexities of a simple man.